ladies and gentlemen, we are looking again at copying an angle, and I don't like the instructions that I've given before, so I'm going to fix that. First, I'm going to take my compass, and I'm going to take the pointy end of my compass. If you do not have a compass, you need to have a compass right now and get one out of this box, and you need to have your compass packet in front of you. If you do not have a compass packet, they are sticking up in the geometry folder, and you should have one now. Okay, so I'm going to take the pointy end of my compass and I'm going to put it on the vertex. That's where the two rays meet. And I'm going to make it so that my compass is smaller than my angle. Oop. I'm not going to move the camera all over the place if possible. Okay, everybody with me. Your compass should be out of the package. You need to be doing this with me. Good. Okay, so I'm going to make an arc. Okay, now I'm going to put the compass down. I'm going to take a straight edge. It can be the box my compass came in. It can be a piece of paper. And I'm going to make a line a little ways away. Okay, now I'm going to take, should I wait a second? Yep. So I've made my arc on my compass. Please don't make me call you by name if you do not have a compass in front of you, about you not having a compass in front of you. Okay, now we are going to take the compass and we are going to put the pointy end on the end of our segment that we drew, and we're going to make a nice big arc. Remember, you can twist the page if you don't want to move your compass, if that's easier. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to, this is the weirder part. I will wait. Now I'm going to take my compass. And I'm going, remember, if you talk even in the back of the room, it's a really good microphone. It picks it up. So if we could stop all other conversations, that would be great. Okay, I'm going to make my compass smaller. I'm going to put the pointy end where the angle and the ray intersect. And I am going to shorten the compass so it is the length of the distance between the 2 points where it intersects on that arc. I put the pointy end where the arc and the ray intersect, and I shortened it. So it's right here. Now I'm going to pick up my compass, and I'm going to put the pointy end on where my new line, see my purple line right there? And where the arc intersect, and I'm making a mark. Putting the pointy end on it, and making a mark so my arc that I have before is now intersected by a tinier arc right there. Okay, and I did that by putting the pointy end of my compass, drawing that arc. All right. Now I'm going to take my straight edge, and I'm going to connect the end point of the segment with that intersection. And I have copied my angle. Okay, it was better than yesterday's. Yesterday's what I did is going to work, but for a different thing. Okay. So now, instead of doing this one on your own, I think we should do one more together. Okay? All right. So, do you guys have your instructions in front of you? The instructions that I had printed off right here? Okay. So the first thing is we're going to do is we're going to swing an arc on either side of the angle you are copying. So I'm going to make, I could keep my compass this size, that's fine. I'm going to make sure I put it on my vertex, and I'm going to make my arc across my angle. So for me right now, it's easier to move the paper. Okay. Now I'm going to use my straight edge to make a line. Am I going too fast already? Okay. Needs to intersect it for both. It doesn't have to be a full circle, but you could. Okay. All right, what do I do next? Anybody know? Put the compass on the end point of your segment. And we're going to make an arc here. You guys, if a full circle helps, a full circle helps. It's okay. What is my next step? You're going to measure the length of this arc. Shh. You're going to measure the length of this arc. Shh. Everybody okay so far? Okay. I'm going to move over. Where it intersected, I'm making a point. Right where it intersected. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure my line goes through there. I'm going to put arrows on the end, and that's my angle. Okay, we are going to move on to do angle bisectors next. And the angle bisectors, we're going to do it the traditional way. I'm going to do two, then you'll do one on your own. Copy an angle, I felt like I needed to do another one. Okay. All right. And there's 4 here, so I'm going to have you do a couple on your own. Okay. So, right here on your constructing with a compass directions, we're under angle bisector. Okay? So I'm going to take the pointy end of my compass, and I'm going to put it on the vertex. And then I'm going to shorten my compass so it doesn't go over the ray. Everybody with me? Mr. Kwan, can I get you to walk around and can I get you to walk around and see how people are doing? Okay. Now I'm going to make an arc. Okay. If you're stuck, raise your hand. Mr. Kwan will come around. Or I can. So I've made an arc right here. I'm on angle bisectors, right? Number 3. They should be sticking up straight down right past the homework. Nope. Okay. All right. So now you are not going to change the length of your compass, but you are going to take the pointy end of the compass and you are going to put it where it intersects the ray. The arc and the ray intersect. And you're going to make an arc. Pointy end of your compass. Make your arc. Again, guys, if it's not working turning the compass, try turning your paper. Move your paper back and forth. Okay. Now we're going to pick it up. Don't change the width of your compass. Put the pointy end on the other intersection. And we're going to make a mark. Does this look familiar? This is what I started to do yesterday. Now, you're going to connect this intersection point right here between those two things and your vertex, and it's going to bisect or cut your angle in half. So then you take a straight edge, and I've bisected, I've cut my angle in half. How do we feel about doing this again? You want to do this again all together? Let's try it again, and then you guys can do two on your own. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and do it. Just make sure yours looks like mine. I'm taking my compass, and I'm putting it on the pointy end of the vertex. Am I going too fast? Are you guys not done with the first one, or you're okay? If you're not, let us know. Okay, so I'm going to take the pointy end of my compass. I'm going to put it on the vertex, and I'm going to draw an arc. What do I do next? Put the pointy end of the compass where? On one of the intersections. Good. Put the pointy end of the compass on where the arc and the ray intersect. Draw another arc. Now, who remembers what I do after that? The other intersection of the arc and the ray? And the other ray? Yeah. Make the arc. What do I do now? I'm going to draw what? I'm going to draw a straight line through the vertex and the intersections. Okay, why don't you guys try the next two? Why don't you guys try the next two? If you're stuck, raise your hand. I'll come around and help. You guys feel pretty good about your angle bisectors?
Yeah.
Who doesn't feel good about your angle bisector? Raise your hand. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to move on to the next one. Okay. All right. So, for this next one, we're going to bisect this line so that it's perpendicular, so it forms a 90 degrees. Okay? It's real, this is, I think, even easier than the last one. Okay? So I'm going to take the pointed end of my compass and put it at the end of my segment. I'm going to make it so that it's bigger than halfway. So I know it's not cutting it like right in half. It's bigger than half. So far, so good? Everybody's doing this? Okay, now again, we're going to make an arc. Okay. Have we all made our arc? Okay, I'm going to wait. Sorry that it's not darker. I can't put something darker than a pencil in it. Okay, now I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to flip. Just wait. I don't know. I'm going to flip it so my compass is the other direction. Flip it so the compass is the other direction. Going to put it on the pointed end on the other side of my segment. And I'm going to draw an arc. See that football shape right there? That's what you want to see. Okay, ovals don't have points at each end. That's why I called it a football. And then you're going to draw a line that connects those. That is a perpendicular bisector. Okay, there's lots of talking, which has me concerned. You guys okay? All right, I'm going to do one more. I like to turn my paper sideways. You don't have to, but I like it. Again, I am going to put the pointy end. Do this with me if you didn't do the other one. Pointy end of my compass on the end of my segment. Make sure it's more than halfway. Do we agree that's more than half? I'm going to draw an arc. Now what do I do next? You guys remember? Flip it and put the pointy end on the other side. And I'm going to make another arc. So far, so good? Now what do I do? Line in the middle. Connect the two intersections. Okay, I think so too. All right, go ahead and try the last line that you have. Okay, so if you've got these instructions, shh, okay? You've got these instructions. If they don't work for you, write yourself new things for this. I mean, mine would be different than this slightly. I might say, 1, put pointy end on end of segment. Make compass bigger than halfway. Draw, arc. 2, flip to other endpoint. Make arc. And step 3, connect intersecting arcs with straight edge. Okay? If that doesn't work for you, then write it in your own words, but that's what I would have written down. So I would remember how to do this. Okay, we're going to move to the next one. Okay, I need you to be quiet, like actually silent in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shh. Really? Actually silent. Okay, put pointy end on the end of the segment. Make compass bigger than halfway. Draw arc. Step 2, flip to the other end point. Make arc. Step 3, connect intersecting arcs with a straight edge. Okay, let's flip to the other side. Connect intersecting arcs with a straight edge. Okay. We need to create a perpendicular line that doesn't bisect it in half but goes through this point. Okay? So, we are going to construct 2 points on this line to make perpendicular to it. So the difference here is I'm going to put an end point on my line, pick a point on the line. So like right here. And I'm going to widen my compass till it goes through the point. So far, so good? I haven't moved. I haven't done anything. Pick a point on your line. And then make it so that your compass...
What side is the pointy side on?
The pointy side on is down here. The pencil side is on the point. Pencil side on point. Now I'm going to make an arc. Okay. See where the arc and the line intersects?
No.
I'm going to take my pointy end and I'm going to put it on top of there. My pencil should now touch my point. I'm going to make an arc there. See how it intersects the line right there? And then there's another intersection at the bottom. Now we are going to connect them. And I have created a perpendicular line that goes through that point. I think we need to do one more of those for sure. Right? Let's go to Q down here. So I'm picking a point on that line. Okay, I need you to be quiet or raise your hand and ask a question in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have a question, let me know. Okay, so I am going to put the pointy end on the line, and the pencil end, I'm going to have it touch Q. Okay, I'm going to have it touch Q. Okay. Now, I am going to make an arc. Oop, so that doesn't look quite right. I'm going to make it smaller. What am I doing next? You guys remember? Put the pointy end where? Where the arc and line intersect, right?
Oh.
And then I connect the two intersecting lines, and I have a perpendicular line. All right, we're going to do one more. So I'm going to turn the page. I'm not going to have you practice because of time. We're going to do one more. And we're going to have to we'll do parallel lines on Monday. Okay. So, we'll wait. I need to make a line that's perpendicular that goes through this point. So I'm simply going to take my compass, pointy end on the point. I'm going to make an arc. Oop. Nice and big. It's like a half circle. Now, do not change the width. Oh, no, I'm doing this wrong. Do this. Okay. So what I want to do is create that. So I did that there, but I don't really want to. I want to do, if I did this, hold on one second, and then did this. Okay, that's better. All right. Hold on, I haven't shown you anything. I figured it out. Okay. So, you're going to pick a point next to P. Pick a point next to P. So I'm picking this point right here. Okay? I'm going to make sure that when I do it, P is kind of hanging out in the middle between where I'm going. Okay? So, if we do this, I made it a distance on this side, right? And then I'm going to make it a point over here on this side where it intersects. Okay? Right? So P's in the middle. And then I'm going to put my pointy end here. Pointy end on my first dot that I made. Make it so it's as big as I'm going. I'm going to make an arc. Then I'm going to switch it and do that on the other side. Then I'm going to do this all over again, don't worry. Then where they intersect should go right through P. Oop. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. I'm going to move down here and do it on this one. Okay. So, if you missed that first one, it's okay. Just come do this one. Just do this one. Okay. So, I'm going to make my compass real small because I have a small line. Okay. See how I have it real tiny? Okay. I'm going to put the pointy end on S. And I'm going to make a mark just showing where it intersects the line, where my arc would intersect my line, and I'm going to put a little dot right there. So far, so good? Pointy end on your dot. And then I make a mark and put where that intersects on there. Then I'm going to flip it to the other side. And I'm going to make a little mark right there. We're mad at our compasses. Don't throw the compass. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put the pointy end on my first original dot, and I'm going to make my compass as big as my other dot over here. So you know how I have two dots on either side of S? I put one of my pointy ends there, and I make my compass that big, and then I'm going to make an arc. And then I'm going to flip it, make an arc on the other way. And then I'm going to draw a line where they intersect, and it should go through my point. Okay, I'm going to pass out your homework now. I would really like it if you tried one more of those. I think that last one was a little complicated. So try one more while we pass out your homework.